then for the HSM Weekend Warriors round 6 here at the Fox Raceway. Track made by Kells. Hopefully we can get a nice little start here. It looks like absolute carnage happening on the infield there, collecting a few of the outside bikes, but the majority seem to have made it through without too many issues. Luckily the pack still seems to be pretty tight indeed. Cloud though picked up that whole shot, but now it's not Cloud. It's Sammy that leads the race. Let's switch over to these track cams. We've got Billy around the outside on the Benetton Racing Cowie. Lots and lots and lots of cowies here in the Weekend Warriors, but it is what it is. Not to worry. Billy then down the inside of someone else. That's Hassan there. Trying to find his way through. 3 wide now. Coy to the inside. Can he Billy make it through? Not likely. Looks like he's gone down. Sampler is going to make his way through. So much trying to squeeze into the background there. We've got Aqua here onto the back of Cloud. Looking slow as Murray scrubs down on the inside. Can he touch him over the De Bourne design jump? Not quite yet. Aqua's got a fantastic drive down these rollers. I personally struggle a lot over those rollers to carry good speed, so it's always nice when you can get it. Let's have a look up here at the front. We've got Too Cold leading just ahead of... Never mind, Too Cold down to P3. K-Dog now leads. Willie inside in P2. Looks like Too Cold's going to try and find his way up there, but doesn't manage it just yet. Trav from HSM looking like he's trying to squeeze into the back of the field here. Let's check in back up at the front here. Trav looks like he's found his way up into P2. No, never mind. Never mind. Hang on, what's going on here? Trav leads the race just ahead of K-Dog. That's what's actually happened here. Trav then down to the inside, K-Dog to the outside, costing him a little bit of time here as he tries to scramble in onto the back of the HSM Racing KTM. I said Kawasaki. But it's one of the few bikes that's not green on the track. Nice to see both the KTMs doing well here up at the front of the pack. Still side by side for these two leaders now. It's been a hefty fight between these boys. Traveler's going to have to slot in behind K-Dog then as we come down towards the finish jump. Slipping through on the Kawasaki. Got a fantastic drive down that straight. Looks like he's going for the inside right here. Can he make it work though? Fantastic drive from the KTM there on the offside. Manages to make it stick, but it's not enough to get back past Aqua though. Around now through the De Bourne design jump and over the big roll as we go. Like I say, a struggle to try and get the line here. It looks like that right side is much more preferable as Silver gets a fantastic drive there. Not enough for a position, but enough to significantly close that gap. Just then trying to find his way in the inside. Looks like Silver's going to get a good run, but unfortunately gets a bit wibbly up the hill. That's going to cost him a lot to try and recover from that. Sampaolo just in front of Aqua. Aqua slowly trying to find his way in onto the back here. Can he find his way through the inside? Looks like he's done it. Grab the position then. Over the double we go. Looking nice and smooth as we do. Marking then getting overtaken here by Vadim. Vadim making his way through the outside then. Looking very nice on the GQ bike. Hopefully he can hold on to that position for now. But Haston fighting it out with K-Dog still here in the fight for P3. Over the X-Screw jump we go now. Looks like K-Dog's just a little bit behind then on the KTM. Slowly, steadily closing that gap back up though. He is 100% reeling him in and looking for a position right now as as Aston goes down. Checking back in with the leaders. We got Trav with a mega gap now. Over 9 seconds at the last time and get here. We got K-Dog closing in for P3. Still, Sammy leads in P2, but other than that, according to the timing tree, it looks like Sammy may have had some penalties in one of the earlier laps. He's not all but out of the danger zone yet, but down the inside we go. Can he find his way past the gas? He got past Willie there on the other Kawasaki, sorry. Willie then unable to recover and re-secure the position. Fazoso makes her way down the inside. Slight contact there with Haston. Both bikes seem to make it without too many major issues. Haston straight back into the fight then, onto the rear wheel of this Kawasaki, and it looks like he's going for a fast outside line here. Coming alongside for the inside, maybe, not quite. Haston then holding off Lupasek for now. It looks like Lupasek's putting on some big pressure here from the Kawasaki though. Down the inside we go, looking for the same route as Haston. Managing to get a decent drive, but looks like Haston still remains in front here on the gas for now. Lupasek though gets very scrubby over the jump and almost drove alongside here for the right hander, but not quite. Has to slot back in behind. Oh, and Lupasek's down after a Paboso wobble then. It's going to cost him the whole position, and I'm sure quite a dramatic bit of time. Very nice little bit of gap closing, and he looks inside here. Can he find his way underneath Uras? He does, but unfortunately they collide as Uras tries to defend on the inside there. A bit of a late move from Uras if you ask me, but could have been a mistake. Lupasek getting just a little bit more scrubby than his teammate there, sending that back wheel over and round. Aqua though holding a very nice line through these rollers as we know he can do. Draws alongside and looks like he might be able to slot in for position here soon. Oh, not quite. Gets a little wheel on the front wheel there. It's going to cost him some time, especially this outside rut here, but he gets good drive up the hill regardless. Lupasek though going to be able to defend by the looks of it. Definitely is a solid defense there. After the chicane, down into the jump we go, into the corner we go rather. Back over the Market MX jump, looking nice and smooth. Lipasek getting a bit of a case there though on the rear wheel. Going to cost him some time, but still we're almost alongside now after Aqua secures that position. He moves himself up into that valuable P7 slot. Down the inside goes Bryce Cloud, looking for a good drive though, gets it. Not going to be enough. Oh, it is enough, never mind. Down the inside of the first turn we go. Over the whole shot corner we go, and looking very, very nice for Cloud. Barbosa trying to find his way past Bryce as well, and he does so there on the Husqvarna. Squeezing his way into the field. Looks in the inside of Cloud as well. Can he go for 2 for 2? No, he can't. Unfortunately, he does collect Cloud. Gets the position done regardless. But a little bit of contact was definitely had there. Unfortunately, Capitan goes down in the background. Cloud down the inside now for the right-hand turn. Going to get a nice bit of squeeze. Pushes Sona back out of his berm. This is my route, thank you very much. Capitan nearly losing his rear end there as he gives a love tap to the rear end of Soma. Dizzle and Trav then. Oh, K-Dog and Trav. No, it's Dizzle and Trav finish. K-Dog, though, has finished in P1. Trav half a second behind. We've got Fatosa here coming in for P3 here soon. That's also not what it looks like either, Aluminium. So, it's all good. Fatosa then across the line for a very, very comfortable P3 here, just ahead of Sammy. Sammy v Lipasek. It looks like it's going to be Sammy, though, in the positions here. Lipasek seems to have some penalties by the looks of it. And it's cost him a few positions, at least on this timing tree. Sammy then crosses the line for P5. Lipasek for P6. Here we are then. Gates are up and ready for the HSM Weekend Warriors Round 6 Moto 2. Here we are then. Gates are down and away we go. Hopefully off to a cleaner start than last race. And it's looking like it so far, but the carnage in first turn will tell. This time more of the field gets involved. Hassan unfortunately seems worst off there. Hopefully we will get back going again nicely though. It looks like Aqua pulled the whole shot, and unfortunately Too Cold is in all sorts of issues on the inside right there. Let's switch on over then to the actual track cams. Fatosa retires very, very early from the second moto. An unfortunate sight then after a decent performance in the first moto. Sammy then onto the back of Koi around the outside of Barbosa. Can he find his way through? Looks like he can here on the Cowie. Bo Tusky's trying to find his way back past the Cowie, but it's not going to happen just yet by the looks of it. Unfortunately, a bike going down there as well. Up at the front of the field, we've got K-Dog here. Actually, never mind. 9:18 is the front of the field. Aqua still leads after the whole shot. With a considerable gap here. Getting a little bit too scrubby if you ask me, but hopefully it holds on to it regardless. Trav then, trying to find his way through the field as well. We've got Barbosa onto the back of Koi here. Can he get by? The AEO bike. Looking like he's going to have a good drive up the hill. Koi, unfortunately, getting a few issues down the inside. We've got Sammy closing in behind him. Markine here going down, unfortunately. That means Frank and Barbosa then find their way through. Frank Olek just in front on the Twisted Development bike. Sammy trying to find his way here through and up into that P3 spot. Down go. Oh no, Frank just about holds on. Wow. I thought for sure that man was going to crash, but nope, holds on to it. And Sammy, though, does manage to take advantage and find his way around the outside line up into that all-important P3 spot. Barbosa runs a little hot on the inside line there. Aqua getting a bit scrubby as well in the background. Both bikes somehow making it, but Barbosa unfortunately going down on the outside line of the hill here. An unfortunate place to go down, but thankfully not quite as punishing as the TFC's Parlour Hill. Trav, though, looking for the inside. Right, unfortunately, they collide and both bikes go down there. Just not enough room in that inside. Will finds his way past Trav as well. Capitan looks like he's going to find his way through too. Koi v Dizzle then here. The AOMX bike getting overtaken by the HSM Racing team. Underneath goes the Husqvarna. Dizzle looking for a switch back under through. Can't quite get the drive though. And it looks like Koi's going to take the position into the line. Although Dizzle grabs an inside rut. And we're back alongside here through the straight. But it looks like Koi will secure the position here in the second rut. A fantastic line choice. And the position is very, very secure indeed. But it's not going to be secure for long because he's gone down, as has Too Cold in the background there. Allowing Koi to slip on through. Not allowing Koi to slip on through. Allowing, who was it? Was it Bryce? No, it wasn't. It was someone else. Allowing someone else to slide on through. Cloud, unfortunately, you get a bit of an issue there as Koi slips on down the inside. Retaking the position that was lost earlier on in the race. Down the inside he goes. Doesn't quite manage to grab any of the ruts, but somehow makes it over the jump regardless. Fair play, Koi. Oh no, he's been collected by Haston. Looks like Haston and Dizzle had a bit of an issue then, causing themselves to jump onto the back of the track. A little bit further back than they actually were. Causing that collision with Koi. That's not a good situation for those boys. Lost a little bit of time, but holds a decent bit of speed through the corner regardless. Unfortunately, he doesn't go through any of the bumps on that back straight, so I'm not sure how legal that line technically is. But here down the inside we go. Going to secure the position just ahead of Koi. No, we're not, because Koi gets a phenomenal drive down that straight. HSM Husqvarna putting in the legs then. Vadim Kolesnikov then putting in a fantastic bit of defence here just ahead of Sona. Slowly closing in onto the back of Bryce here. Unfortunately, he grabs an outside rut, but that's going to give him a good drive here. Over the Market MX jump we go. Can he get over Sona? He just about can squeeze by him around the outside rut, though. It looks like he's unfortunately not going to get the drive that he needs into this next corner. Cloud, though, not far behind and ready to seize any mistakes. Falcon then taking a slightly slower outside line, causes his bike to collide as we go through. Cloud running that berm just a little bit too wide, hitting the KTM. And unfortunately, Falcon goes down then on the outside finish. Cloud then does manage to secure that particular position. Trav's getting Haulen. He's right on the back of Aqua now. This is a P3 fight between these boys. Aqua for P3, Trav for P4 for now. Let's see if that changes anytime soon here as the HSM KTM slowly closes his way onto the back of the Drift Racing Kawasaki. Down the inside we go though. Trav looks like he's got that position done and it's secure for the next turn. Over the earthworks we jump we go just to lock in that place for now. Aqua though looking fighting back on the inside. Almost simultaneous landings. Aqua with a bit of a case unfortunately leads him to be a little bit slower than Trav on the landing. Both bikes though maintaining good power as we come through this rhythm. Moving out, and it's going to be down to the rollers. We know Aqua's very, very solid here on the right side of the rollers. Trav's unfortunately taking that left side a little bit slow, but it doesn't look like he's lost too much time as a result. Not quite enough to make the move just yet. Onto the back though. Aqua is now less than a bike length off the rear end of Trav. Around the outside we go over the Market MX jump. Can he secure a position into this right-hander? Goes harsh and on the run. He's looking for a good drive down the hill. Gets it, and that's the position resecured. Into P3 we go. Trav though immediately back down the inside. Looking to take that back from him side by side then as we come across the next tabletop and into the uphill right-hander hairpin. Aqua then does resecure P3 at least for now. X-Crew then looking good over the jump. Aqua having a fantastic battle here in the fight for P3. Unfortunately, Aqua is down. That's the battle over and Trav will go on to secure that position. 1 minute and just a few laps remaining. It's going to be a very, very tough one for Aqua to pull back. Aqua v Trav. Trav's opened that gap up quite significantly, but unfortunately he's gone down. Aqua then could manage to close this gap back up and does so. Back alongside, and the fight for P3 is back on once again. Aqua now has the position for now, but Trav is not going to let that slide anytime soon. Unfortunately getting a little bit slow as he goes off the track there. Aqua's going to secure that position on the inside then. Bit of a touch between the two, and Trav comes off worse there, unfortunately going down on the HSM Racing KTM. Aqua's on the Kawasaki. I'm just used to saying Kawasaki because there are a metric shit ton of them. Lipasek versus K-Dog though in a fight for P1 here. K-Dog all over him on the Solitude Visuals KTM, and Lipasek scrambling to defend now. Can he get something working for himself as he goes down the inside here over the single roller? Dives his way into that second rut. A nice line if I do say so myself. Gets a good drive and into this next right-hander. Will hold all the gas through the berm. And we're coming down to our final lap here soon on the HSM Weekend Warriors Round 6 track. K-Dog looking very, very close here as we enter that final lap. Can he get a position done here soon on the inside? Looks like he's got the same rut, and through we go side by side now. Solitude Visuals versus Drift Racing. A drift to the inside. Lipasek will get that position back and resecures P1 for now, although he knows just how close K-Dog is now and has absolutely no room for mistakes for either bike. Unfortunately, K-Dog goes down. That's going to completely lose his position, I think. Unfortunately, that's going to be the race out the window, I think, for K-Dog. But luckily, he's holding on to a solid P2. Trav with a considerable gap between the two. Lipasek then down the inside of K-Dog. Makes it through. Max Motion won it with 4 seconds. Yeah, but, you know. Oh, Lipasek and K-Dog across the line, almost side by side. K-Dog manages to get the position by a second there. Alrighty then, so on the overall end of the night, we had K-Dog in that top spot on the 414 KTM, a very nice race for him. And then we had Trav in P2 after a solid recovery. Lipasek then into P3, Frankelek for P4, we had Aqua in P5, Fatosa in P6, Uras P7, Stumpy in P8, Capitan for P9, and then we had Stoner in P10. Bryce MX21 in P11. Then we had Sammy, followed up by Vadim Kolesnikov in P12 and 13. Haston and Markin then for P14 and 15. Willie and Coy for P16 and 17. Dizzy and Too Cold for P18 19. Sampao and Barboza for 20 and 21. We had then Hamp for 22. Silver and Cloud for 23 and 24. Dizzle and Falcon for 25 and 26. Murray and Billy for 27 and 28. And then Duzin and HM unfortunately finishing up at the back of the field there.